What's going on, guys? Welcome to the channel. Thanks so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed, boom, make sure you subscribe. Today I've got a few things that I want to tell you guys that I'm super excited about, and so I wanted to do a short little video and let you know what was going on. First of all, I got a new office and I put some of it on Instagram, but I wanted to show you guys in person kind of what I've been working on. So first thing that I've been working on is I got this done for the backdrop of some stuff that I'm going to be doing that I'll tell you about in a second. But Earth Outdoors, they made me this steel circle. This has my emblem on it, and I just painted it black there and hung it up. And of course I got this wall from the shed of the old house that we used to live at that we are tearing down. So I cut out this part of this wall because I thought that would be an awesome backdrop, and I think it looks amazing. So I'm super happy about that. And then also I built this desk the other day with some oak that I had, and then I still got a few things that I got to finish on it. And then I had this piece of granite that I had left over from a job, and so I just made a desk out of it, and it turned out really good. It looks awesome. The other side of my office, I got my fishing poles here, and then I got my bow lane here, and I need to find a place in the closet, but my closet is packed full of clothes, and I got all kinds of stuff on the shelf, so it's full. I don't really have a place for it, so I got to find a place to put my bow. And then I put this little desk here, and I got all with a power strip on this side, and I got all my batteries and everything where I can charge all my cameras and have it all here in the office. The only thing I don't have done for in here is I need to put a bookshelf for all my books that I have laying in, and it can go right here. And then on the walls, I have all the deer heads and the deer mounts that I have. So that turned out really good. And then, so this deer here, this is the deer that I killed like right after Anna and I got married in like 2012 or something. And I didn't video this deer, but it was really exciting. Matter of fact, it was during gun season. And it was like a Saturday or something. I had went down to this spot where I was hunting, and there was this super brushy field, and you couldn't even hardly see through it. But it had a lot of short trees that just hadn't been brush hogged in forever. So I got up in a tree where I could see up over that, and I saw like 15 does go through there all throughout the morning till like 9 o'clock. And so the next Saturday I took Anna with me, and we got up in there, and we didn't see nothing all morning. And I thought, you know, they weren't going to go through there that morning. And then about, I think it was like 8:30, this guy walked out and went walking across to the very end of that field, and I had my rifle, and I shot him with that rifle, and that was fun. That's the biggest deer that I've killed so far, and it's a really, really nice buck. And what's awesome is it looks just like a mule deer because it's all split here and split on both sides, so it looks like a mule deer, which is really neat. And those are pretty tall tines. The only thing that hurts this deer is it has real short brow tines, but it's a really old, mature buck. It was really neat. And then this buck here, this was the very first buck that I ever shot. I was 13 and Dad was with me. Matter of fact, it was like 11 o'clock in the afternoon, and we were in this thicket, and Dad was falling asleep. We were just sitting there, and all of a sudden this deer came walking through the brush, and I couldn't even hardly get a shot at him, and he stopped and looked right at us, and all I could see was his neck. And I was 13, had a lever action 30-30. I put it right on his neck and shot him, and he just dropped right there. So it was funny. I had my cousin Sean and brothers and everything. They came out to look at the deer, and I was bragging about it and everything. And at that age, we thought that was the biggest buck there ever was. We were so proud of that buck, and now it's just a little basket rack to me. It was just a little buck, but for my first buck, I was so excited about that deer. Then this deer here, that is my Kentucky buck, that real wide buck that I shot on public land in Kentucky. Matter of fact, I have a YouTube video on that, and I'll put it in the link in the description. If you guys haven't seen that hunt, you need to watch that hunt. It's awesome. And then this one here, let's see. This is my muzzleloader buck from last year that I shot with a muzzleloader. If you guys haven't saw that, I'll put it in the link in the description below too. That was a really fun hunt. This one here, I shot it in, let's see, Missouri. Yeah, Missouri, and that's the same year that I shot this Kentucky buck, and I filmed this one too, and that was my Missouri public land buck that I shot in Missouri. This buck here, I didn't film it, but that was, I don't know, it's probably been 6-7 years ago now, and this was my very first public land buck, and it was just an 8-pointer, and that was an awesome hunt. I really enjoyed that. Then let's see, this buck here, this one is Jonathan's deer, and he shot this off the farm in Grove Springs, and it's really neat because it has these split brows right here, which makes it really nice, and it has a lot of mass. So that's a really nice buck. And then this one over here, let me get around this desk here. This one is Jonathan's as well, and he killed this on the lease last year. So that was a good one. And then this one here, I found this buck, and it's a really wide, kind of disformed looking rack, but it has a ton of mass. Even clear out here has a ton of mass, and it's a really wide buck. And I found that buck in Kansas. But that's pretty much what the office is like now, and it's really nice because Anna and I, we'd been living in just a small house in town that I'd been remodeling, and so we'd been working on it for a while, and Anna was wanting to get something a little bit bigger, so we moved over to a bigger house, and so I was able to have an office, which makes it really nice. Now I want to tell you about what I'm super excited about to share with you guys. First of all, I'm going to start trying to do a lot of more tip videos to show you guys and try to give you as much information as I can about hunting, and that's what this backdrop and stuff's about. I'm going to have people that are good at certain parts of hunting or that have expertise at certain parts of hunting and have them come, and we're going to do short videos like 10 to 15 minutes long about certain topics of hunting, such as food plots, hunting in hardwoods, on ridges, in valleys, by rivers, by lakes, by creeks, just different stuff like that. And I have a lot of different ideas about things I'm going to do, and I already have some lined up, some interviews that I'm going to do, and basically we're just going to say, like, give you 5 things that you can do to improve that part of your hunting. So like we're going to do like 5 ways to do the cheapest food plot, just short tip videos like that you guys can watch, and I'm super excited about that, being able to have people over here and do interviews with them and that. And then the other thing that I was going to tell you guys that we're going to be doing this year is we're going to do several different trips. I'm going to have 4 different guys go with us, and then sometimes there'll be a few more guys go with us. But each guy is going to have their own cameraman this year. So I'm taking out my cousin Sean, my brother Jonathan, and then my friend Josh Thomas, and we're going to be going to Kentucky, Arkansas, and then Missouri, and we're going to be hunting public land for weekends and even some during the week. And each guy is going to have his own cameraman, and then we'll switch on and off hunting who gets to hunt each state. But it's going to be a really good time, and we should be able to bring some awesome content to you guys. And I'm super excited because in the past, the deer that I've killed, I've self-filmed, and I haven't done the best job of filming them because I was trying to get the shot and wasn't on the deer, and so it wasn't very good. But this year we're going to get a lot better footage because we're going to have a cameraman, so it's going to be really fun. And I hope you guys subscribe and that you follow along, because it's going to be an awesome deer season year. And it's going to start here. We're going to go on an elk hunt probably within 2 months of now, and so we're super excited about that. Hope you guys follow along. Thank you so much for watching and subscribing, and we'll see you guys on the next one.